Hello, 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 and welcome to Updog Sports Talk. My name is Matt Miller, and I got a sweet new chair, with lumbar support too. Um, Joining me today here at Updog Sports Talk is not just Justin McGovern, but we have intern Tones as well. What's going on, fellas?
Yo, how we doing?
We're happy to hear about your lumbar support.
Yeah, dude, it's fantastic. We are here to talk NFC East. But here at Updog Sports Talk, we like to stick up for the little guy. And we were watching the big media outlets just go on and on about the Lakers, LeBron, the Patriots with Tom Brady, the Buccaneers with Tom Brady, and that was about it. They didn't really talk about anything else. The Yankees, they didn't talk about the Bengals, the Bills. They talked about Michigan a little bit, but they didn't talk about like Cincinnati Bearcats football, or even they have not shown any excitement about the UTRGV Vaqueros. So that's when we decided to step in. And we created this channel so we can stick up for everybody. Yeah, we do have obligatory Cowboys talk, which will be in this episode. But we also want to shed light on teams like the Giants. So sit back, relax, and listen to us rant about the NFC East. So Justin, what better way to start a show than sticking up for the little guy and talking about the New York Football Giants?
I wouldn't call the Giants a little guy because no matter how bad they are, they get way too many primetime games every year.
They do.
That being said, last year was a rough year. Every time the Giants had a primetime game, you knew you were not going to watch the NFL that night. But that's all the negative I'm going to say, because you look at this team, and let's get started with their offseason moves here. The big move they made, they brought in some quarterbacks. They brought in Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston to kind of give themselves some veteran experience and really get this QB position going. That was the one that stuck out to me. What do you guys think about their free agency moves?
One thing that really sticks out to me is they signed 3 receivers, and at this point, I'm not sure if any of them will really make the team. Zach Pascal, not bad, but it looks like he gets buried in this depth chart. Montrell Washington, I mean, is he gonna start? Probably not. And Lil Jordan Humphrey, I can see him sticking around. But it really comes into play on defense because they brought in Javon Holland. They brought in Roy Robertson Harris and a couple guys to kind of fill some gaps on defensive depth. Tony, does anything pop out at you about this roster? Is there anything like giant about them?
No, have either of you ever met a New York Giants fan in the wild?
I have, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't.
Yeah, I've seen a few of them around.
Okay, all right. Well, then I guess it's just me.
They're not Jets fans. They're proud of their team.
Should they?
They have recent history to be proud of, unlike the Jets. That is now 5 consecutive teams where we managed to take a ricochet shot at the Jets. We're going to have to keep that going. Then we can pivot over to the draft, because I really think this is where the Giants shined. They managed to get an absolute steal in Abdul Carter to just add to this absurd pass rush they have. And then
Hold on, let's break this pass rush down, Justin. Not only do they bring in Abdul Carter, who's a man, who was our number 1 prospect. I think a lot of people's number 1 prospect. They still have Kayvon Thibodeau, dog. They have Dexter Lawrence, dog. Brian Burns, dog. And they got some depth, but those are like, they have like 5 pass rushers that are like all getting paid. So, I mean, the question really isn't who's going to get the sacks. It's how are they going to put all of these guys on the field at once? Because that would be a scary pass rush.
Yeah.
An elite rotation. And, they really didn't have any departures or, really anyone leaving. So they're kind of just building on what they had the last year.
And yeah, absolutely. And when you think of the Giants teams that won the Super Bowl, they did it on the back of a ferocious pass rush, and that's what they have here.
Osi Umenyiora, Michael Strahan,
the Gaps himself.
Yeah, 3 fingers. But like they've put a heavy focus on defense. They took Abdul Carter this year. They took Kayvon Thibodeau a couple years ago. They took Tyler Nubin, safety, a couple years ago, or last year. They took Deontay Banks 2 years ago. You can tell they're putting heavy emphasis on making sure that this defense holds together, probably because they knew that they didn't really have a whole lot going on at quarterback for a few years. So,
yeah, and Darius Alexander out Toledo in the 3rd round. I think that was a really good pick too, at defensive tackle.
Very underrated. Maybe not to the level of Quinion Mitchell, but like, I mean, potato kind of thing. He plays defensive tackle, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't that big of a prospect. He was just like a MAC player that was really good, so that's why he went in the 3rd round. If he was at Ohio State, he would have been a 1st round pick. But then Justin, the biggest steal of the draft?
Oh yeah, Cam Skattebo.
Yes. And they got so I had to watch like a 5-minute video today of like the Big 12 of Cam Skattebo specifically running over the Big 12. And of course they decided to put UC getting run over first. But it reminded me, Cam Skattebo taken 4th round. Can you believe that? 2nd best running back in the country, and he's taken 4th round.
Yeah, it's crazy to me that he went that far down. I know, maybe the speed didn't go off the charts or anything, but he's purely a really good football player, and this is a team that needed a running back.
He's a 1998 VTEC Honda Type R engine. It may not get you much, but it's going to run high.
And he contributes out of the backfield, too. He can catch passes.
Yeah, he does. He can do a lot. They still have Devin Singletary, and they have Tyrone Tracy, who came on the scene last year. I think they have a nice running back room, very underrated. A lot of guys who were kind of overlooked. But you know how deep their quarterback room is? You alluded to Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston. They took Jackson Dart late in the 1st round. They still have Tommy DeVito. And somebody's got to go.
I fear that old Cutlets is gonna get the shaft on this one.
But I mean, maybe it's famous Jameis Crab Legs Winston. That's a
now. Once you bring in Crab Legs, you can't get rid of him.
But I mean, Russell Wilson was named QB1 today. So like Russell Wilson. Sorry to interrupt you.
Are you good?
But Russell Wilson has proven that he can take teams to the playoffs. He took that awful Steelers offense last year to the playoffs. So, I mean, like, I'm interested to see what he can do in the Giants. And remember, Sierra lives in New York. It was rumored that he was going to go to New York even before he got traded to Denver. Like, people were like, oh, he's going to go to New York because Sierra, he wants to go there. Now he's where he wants to be. I think I think he's going to get comfortable there. And they're missing Andrew Thomas for a little bit of time. We'll see if he comes off PUP before the beginning of the season. But they got John Runyon from Green Bay. They're a little light in the middle, but you can see that they're making moves to try to get this offensive line to work. Tony, I interrupted you before. What was your thought?
I think the biggest benefit of Crab Legs Winston is the locker room presence.
Oh, 100%.
He is a G. You hear him going on and just defending players, defending, coaches. he's a team player to the max. You
And
know,
some players have said that when he starts talking, you never know where that sentence is going to go.
I believe it. I think we've seen it.
100%. Oh yeah, we've seen that from the start. As soon as that guy came on the scene, he came into college at a very interesting time, like when social media was really hitting its point where it blew up. Like him and Johnny Manziel really saw that go on, where their lives became more public than what college players were used to. So his personality got developed to that point. He finally hit a point where he's just like, I don't care what anyone thinks, and we're all better for it.
Yes, 100%.
Once he got them eyes fixed.
Yep. Although I wouldn't be mad if he does get cut if he goes to New Orleans. I think they need a quarterback also for this season at least.
Yeah. Still the legendary 30-30 season. 30 touchdowns, 30
But you have
picks.
to remember he also had like 5,000 passing yards and threw like 50 or 60 times a game. So I mean his
Man, he did
ratio
not
really
run the
wasn't
ball.
that bad. I
Yeah,
think
let's-
overall the Giants are improving. I think they can make some noise this season if their starters stay healthy. I want to see them make more moves with receivers because I don't think Jalen Hyatt is there yet. And Wan'Dale Robinson has injury issues. Maybe that's why they brought in Zach Pascal. But I mean, who's the guy the Bills just had a couple seasons ago?
I didn't know what direction you were trying to go with this.
He was their number 2 when Diggs was there, and he kept catching like deep passes.
Gabe Davis?
Gabe Davis, thank you. I think Gabe Davis would have been perfect for this offense.
Wouldn't he be a Darius Slayton?
Yeah, but Darius Slayton also plays a slot really well and can play like drag routes, sing routes, go a little further down the field, give him like 10, 15-yard ins. And Gabe Davis, you can just be like, run deep.
Yeah, and Gabe Davis does know the offense. Obviously, he was in Buffalo with Dayball, and really his Buffalo time kind of went downhill once Dayball left. So you could see where the familiarity could really make this a prospective move.
Yes. Although Dayball, I would have him as one of the hottest seats in the NFL.
Yeah. I didn't realize he was a coach in the Canadian Football League. Interesting fun fact for you. But, yeah, you have to...
Wikipedia pulled up?
Maybe.
Sources unconfirmed.
I just wanted to see when he got in the seat and then how hot it would be at this juncture.
Yeah, I mean, Dayball, he's a brilliant offensive mind. But it's hard to thrive in New York. And when he took over, he wasn't given much and really hasn't been given much his entire tenure. So I think that's why he's really stuck around, because the higher-ups are like, look, we know we haven't given you anything, and that's not your fault. So that's why you get to stick around. I do think that he has a lot of respect in not just this organization, but around the league. I think he carries a lot of respect. So he may be on the hottest seat out there, but this team can surprise people right now.
Yeah, it'll all come down to that relationship between Dayball and Wilson. Are we going to see them bickering back and forth on the sideline, or are they going to be in sync? Because if they're in sync, then maybe you could see this offense kind of moving.
We are on all social media, the popular ones at least. X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Reddit. Yeah, follow us everywhere. Wherever you get your podcasts. Usually there's a slight delay on that, but yeah, we're there too. We'll catch you guys next time. For the time being, we are sprinkling in college football alongside our NFL videos. We will go back to live in the fall, and we will see you guys in the next video. See ya.